Yeah, well, there's, as you can see, there's a lot of houses in here. Also a couple of standalone buildings here and there, but
Yeah, they've got another little poor district. Just keeps on going, doesn't it?
It just carries on.
don't
As you can
know
see,
your
so
way
now we
around
get
there. You can get lost.
We all kind of spoke at once there. What's up?
Continue.
Continue. Everything was kind of walled off. You'll find that certain districts had their own certain walls around them. We did read something about the walls, that weren't they something like 12? Not they. How many inches?
The ones that separated the rich and the poor district was something like 12 foot or meters thick. It was something absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, 12 foot thick, I think it was, which is quite substantial for a wall.
12 foot would be about 3 meters thick.
I mean, the wall was, Egyptian style.
Just want to say thanks to Fire UK for the inspiration for the glowstone in the wall. Just want to, because you know for sure someone's going to come out and say, "Oh, you copied that."
But I mean, we all watch Fire UK. We're all massive fans of Fire UK.
The fire team are amazing.
So yeah.
Thanks for your amazing videos.
Yep. Keep on going. So this temple here.
It's the temple I can never pronounce.
Meneptah, was it?
No, that was the Valley of the Kings. This was Menhotep.
Mentuhotep. That's the one. Mentuhotep.
Yeah, this was. Yeah, it is uneven. Before somebody says it's uneven, it is uneven. That's how it was built. This was Vantor did this, didn't? Was it Vantor?
Yeah, I think Vantor did this.
Vantor put a lot of time in this and great effort, I must say.
So yeah, this was. Did you say this was used in the late kingdom?
Yes, most of everything we've built has been the old kingdom. Now, everything like up to the pyramids is old kingdom with regards to the burials. Now,
instead of making a separate video with new kingdom and stuff, we thought we'd mix some of the aspects of all the different kingdoms to give you a taste of the Egyptian culture as a whole.
Yeah, I mean, even though you say that, I mean, even though we moved into kind of the Middle Kingdom, the Old Kingdom stuff and the pyramids still would have been there. They wouldn't have still knocked it down. So, I mean, the Temple of the Kings, the Valley of the Kings, which we're kind of in here, replaced the use of pyramids. They started using tombs in the mountain face instead of building pyramids. Now, still would have taken a lot of time. They could have had, wasn't it 160, 120 odd people?
Yeah.
Working on one tomb at a time?
We read a lot about this. Basically, what would have happened is you'd be the people at the front digging out the actual tunnel. There'd be people behind them that were like making the tunnel square and nice. People behind them carving out all the hieroglyphics and everything, and then people behind them painting it as they went along. So it was like one big, what's the word? Like a conveyor belt of tasks going on. Production line. That's it.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Thank Henry Ford for that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Basically a massive production line, and there could have been 120 people in one tunnel at once. So you can imagine how hot and horrible that would have got.
Shall we take a look?
Yeah, we've built 3 tombs here.
We're only going to show you one.
Yeah, we're going to show you one, but just to prove it to you, we have decorated the interior of all of them, but we'll leave you to explore those yourself if you download. Can someone just block that back up?
Yeah, I will do that.
So that one was the tomb of
Thutmosis?
Was that Thutmosis?
No, that wasn't. That was
Nefertiti.
Meneptah.
Meneptah.
No, not Nefertiti. Yes.
Get on my name.
Nefertiti.
That was Meneptah. This one over here. I mean, they're not 100% accurate because we can't know exactly what kind of items were in.
It's our take on it.
I mean, the floor plans were pretty accurate as to what we know about them, but the decoration's kind of our own thing.
Wow.
All right. Yeah, mature. Well done.
The people would have been dead before they were locked in, Sid.
Yeah, you can't just bury them alive.
Yeah, and this one over here is the one we're going to show you, which was
Ramesses III, which was the grandest one of the lot. Now, something we need to mention: all the tombs were sealed, which is what the kind of fence gate implies, and they would have had basically an Egyptian police force that watched over the Valley of the Kings, and they were called the Magi.
Yeah.
Magi, something like that.
Sounds pretty cool.
And they would have just watched over the entire valley, and
their magical stuff.
Basically defended it from looters and things like that. So if we head into this one, this is the most grandest of the 3 tombs we've built. So this is of Ramesses III. Floor plan pretty accurate to scale. Now, as we travel down, you'll see what are called annexes, which they would have had to kind of store the pharaoh's kind of
stuff,
beloved items,
all of his
stuff,
all of his all of his gubbins. No, he would have had all his trinkets, his jewelry, his clothes. Literally, his most prized possessions would have been like buried with him. His what? Sorry.
His furniture.
His furniture. Yeah.
His chairs and his beds and everything would have been.
His boat.
His boat.
Even sometimes.
Of boats. That's the point. Something we didn't put in. Boat pit.
I forgot that. Yeah. Basically, when we were going down the big causeway before the pyramids, the boat that the pharaoh would have been transported in would have been brought all the way down that causeway, carried by hand or maybe with rollers, and buried outside the pyramid, which we were meant to put that in, weren't we?
We were meant to put that in, but it's something that just slipped our minds.
So we apologise about that.
We can't get everything right for you guys.
All of these hieroglyphs, they're not just random bits of wall. I've actually got my hieroglyphic typewriter and typed all these out and replicated everything.
As best as we can with blocks.
As best we can with blocks. For example, that is a chick. That is an owl. That is a reed, and that is a folded cloth, or thumbs down, as you thought.
Thumbs down. Basically, in here it reads Ramesses III in hieroglyphic kind of lettering. Okay, so this here it's called was it a ritual shaft?
Ritual shaft, yeah.
Yeah. Now this is basically a deep hole, to be honest. There is speculation that it was used for ritual purposes, hence why they've called it a ritual shaft. But it also kind of was used to protect the tomb from any sort of floods that might have occurred, and also to defend from any sort of looters that might have gotten in, which apparently didn't stop them anyway. They still found a way.
But so you'll see that in all of the tombs when you go in yourself.
Yeah, all 3 of the tombs have those ritual shafts in them, which is quite a common feature of the tombs in the Valley of the Kings. So we'll head deeper into the tomb here, and we kind of eventually come across the main burial chamber here, where said pharaoh would have been put in his sarcophagus, which is what this kind of implies here.
I'm just going to say to my viewers, my lighting has just changed. Sometimes my lighting's really, really bright, and sometimes it goes really, really dark, so it's just changed to really, really light. Hopefully it'll change back. So
some of us, we have decent lighting.
Alright, I apologise, but hopefully it'll turn back. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, do you want to explain the ceiling?
Yeah, this is kind of like the main burial chamber, and above here would have been basically a black painted ceiling, and it would have had like a star chart on it. We didn't put that in because it didn't look very good in Minecraft, but it would have been covered in stars to kind of replicate and imply sort of like the sky above. Because
they thought that was heaven, essentially, the afterlife. So they did like the sky. Horus was the god of the sky.
Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much it. We've got a couple more annexes here in the tomb as well. Some more kind of storage for their shrines and things. But this is the largest of the tombs. The other 2 tombs are kind of slightly smaller. And that basically concludes the tour.
I'm just going to quickly see if my lighting's going to change back. Come on, lighting. I don't think we're going to have such luck.
Probably not.
No.
So yeah, this is our Egypt build.
Our virgin build.
Yes, our first build of many. We will be doing many other sort of larger scale projects, along with some time lapses we're going to put up as well. We're just going to do project after project and just kind of get as many as we can out and video them, and let you guys see what you think, and put obviously maps up for download.
Yeah, also another thing, in the description of this video, if you think you've got a particularly good idea of what you'd like to see, feel free to post it, and if we like one, we might just do it.
And also remember to, if you want to help us, apply on our Facebook group,
which will also be in the description.
Yeah, I'll put all the details down on how to apply.
Mm-hmm. So thanks for watching.
It has been a pleasure doing the tour with you guys.
Sorry to spam you with all the facts and knowledge that I've required over several weeks.
Yes,
but it's good. People like to learn. We like to make Minecraft educational for the viewers.
Get some education.
Because
Education, especially
throughout the
for
whole
you.
thing, we've learned a lot about Egypt.
Literally, yeah. When we started this, I was pretty brassic on knowledge and
Brassic.
Brassic. Yeah, you guys don't really. If brassic was the right word, pretty sparse on knowledge. So we've kind of learned quite a bit through this, and hopefully we'll get some more information, some more knowledge,
fun facts, and historical stuff for you in later builds. So
thanks very much.